adjustment. Well, it's that time in the month again with another NXT TakeOver on the way. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Everyone ready for another set of predictions? I know I am. So let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? Your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. Ready for some more predictions on Down, Down, Up, Up. Why? Because TakeOver 25 is just right around the corner. And let's do some predictions for it. Are you ready? Because I know I am. Before we get into it, a few minor things. I apologize to all of my Apollo Nation. I believe in the last video I mentioned I would not be seeing you all for a while. I don't know why, but at the time I must have completely mislooked at TakeOver 25 and Super Showdown, which is just next Friday. So, don't know what I was thinking, but I'm here again, and I will be next week. I do not intend to skip any of this. Second of all, this video may be coming out Thursday. I'm hoping it will be coming out Thursday, May 30th. I'm making this 1 week in advance beforehand. If anything should change, I will obviously update my video. If not, I will put this out as it stands. Because with NXT, you never know, because obviously it's taped in advance, but they can change their minds on thing and just post an update online. Oh, we're going to change this match. Oh, we're adding in this person. You never know. You never know, right? So, without any further ado, let's discuss NXT TakeOver 25. Here we go. Set that to the side, and we shall begin. Now, we got 5 amazing matches to celebrate the 25th TakeOver of NXT, a show that is, in my opinion, always delivered. There's never been a TakeOver that has left a sour taste in my mouth. I'm hoping it has never done that to you, wonderful people. But we all have different opinions. So I just hope we're all on the same opinion that this show will be wonderful and we can all look at it as a whole and enjoy every second of it. But without any further ado, let's get into the actual matches of said TakeOver. The first, a big match announced pretty recently, a fatal 4-way tag team ladder match for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championships. That's right, I said vacant. I'm not sure what the War Raiders, Viking Raiders, whatever you want to call them, have in their brains, but they dropped the titles on NXT, and they have not really been seen that much on Raw recently either. I'm not sure what's going on with them, but they are not a part of this match. They have vacated their titles. 4 teams will be competing for them, the first being the Street Profits, one of the best up-and-coming teams of NXT, a team that has risen above the low-key fan notice. They are close, in my opinion, to actually becoming tag team champions and a much bigger staple of NXT already. But they're not my pick for this match. Next, the Forgotten Sons, former NXT Tag Team Champion Wesley Blake teaming up with Steve Cutler. Not sure about their third member, Jackson Riker. It looked like he was taken out the Go Home NXT show this week by a certain group of undisputed boys who we get into later. So I'm not sure how the Forgotten Sons' chances are going to be. They have gotten some chances to get a title match in the past, including being in the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, failing to beat Aleister Black and Ricochet, and failing to get a tag team shot. This time they will. Also in the match, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. Another well-known team. They had a great match last year around this time at TakeOver Chicago 2 against the Undisputed Era for the titles, and that match was amazing. It completely turned the fans' opinions around on it. So, give them props for being in this. And last but not least, my pick, the Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. If it had just been made a simple triple threat tag team match excluding these two, it would have been a lot harder to predict, but a lot easier to back up the Street Profits. The fact that they've thrown former NXT Tag Team Champions in this, completing the quadfecta of all 4 members of the group competing on the show, makes me think this match will kick off the show and kick off a win for the Undisputed Era. So I am picking Kyle and Bobby to win the titles. As far as the Street Profits go, I know a lot of us really want to see them grab the brass ring, but this match, they need to put on a good performance, come this close to getting it, but somehow get robbed of it by the Era. And I think a future note, I think the next takeover, you should just have the Street Profits beat the Undisputed Era in a regular match clean so they win the titles. I think that is exactly what should come out of this going forward. And we're trying to just build up some of those teams in NXT. Even the Forgotten Sons deserve a bit more than they've been getting since they became a staple on the show. Lorcan and Birch is a bit harder to decipher because Birch is more of an NXT UK guy and Oni is getting into the 205 division. So I don't see this hurting them at all. They'll just have a great performance. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's wake up the tongue. Let's move into match number 2. Roderick Strong, Matt Riddle. Ooh, this is going to be a back-breaking, knee-smashing phenomenon, if you know what I'm talking about. As far as this match goes, the group of the Undisputed Era have been sort of teasing a boot of some certain team member. You think it might be Strong? You think it might be Cole? I don't know. I've had my theories about this for months. But it looks like they're all happy now that Roderick has taken care of the Matt Riddle problem. He attacked Riddle in the parking lot, showed one of his flip-flops to the group, which got a huge reaction that really made me laugh. But Riddle obviously didn't stay in the dirt, and he is coming for revenge for a certain Roderick Strong. I see Riddle getting the win here. He needs the win, especially after losing clean to the Velveteen Dream at TakeOver last month. Yeah, it was still April. And doesn't make Roderick look bad. If anything, it puts more on the story. So far, we can have 1 win and 1 loss for the Era. It all comes down to the Adam Cole match. So, we'll see what happens. And you never know how NXT works. They could all of a sudden decide to throw Roderick in the triple threat match. Well, not in a triple threat match, but in the North American Championship match and get a chance of the Undisputed Era holding gold, all 4 members of them that night. It's very unlikely, but you have to keep an open mind. So we'll see where this goes. Okay? Okay. Let's talk about the North American Championship match then, since I just briefly mentioned it. Velveteen Dream is still a champion. He is defending his title against one of NXT's best that has never won a championship. He returned on the show, called out the Dream, wants his spotlight back. It's Tyler. Haha, Tyler Breeze. Prince Pretty. Or if you watch him on Up, Up, Down, Down, Prince Petty or Charles. He is coming back to NXT. He is going to be doing one more TakeOver match against the Dream for the NXT North American Championship. Oh, goody. My Christmas presents are coming in early this year. I am so looking forward to seeing what these two are going to do. It feels like such an emotional match, and you have to watch the promos and the build to this to fully get what I'm feeling inside right now about this match. Who's going to win? Well, I'm going to pick the Dream just to be safe, but can you imagine Tyler wins, comes back to NXT, and just goes on a tear with the North American Championship? This is not his first North American Championship match either, to my knowledge. I'm pretty sure he had a TV match against Ricochet when he was champion, and even at a house show, I think him and Dream have had a match for the title. I remember because I believe a referee broke his ankle or his leg or something. Twisted it wrong. Just trying to go with what I can remember. So who knows? Tyler could easily get this and shock the world. But to be safe, I am going for the Velveteen Dream. Let's move on to match 4. It's time to talk about the Women's Championship. A Women's Championship match that a lot of people are sort of underlooking. But for one-on-one standards, I think this is actually going to be quite good. Io Shirai is finally getting a one-on-one match for that championship against Shayna Baszler. Now, a lot of you might know me as a real fan of Shayna Baszler. I really enjoy her work in the ring. Her character has just been perfect. And every time I've bothered to predict anything involving her, I come out a happy lad getting it right. So what do I think is going to happen out of this? Well, I'm not really trying to show off or brag, but I think this is the time that Shayna should lose the title to Io one-on-one After everything with Kyrie, Io needs some sort of revenge spot, and this should be it. This is the title change I am most confident about for the show. Besides the NXT tag team, because they're vacant, obviously. Unless the War Raiders just come back and take them, like Brock Lesnar just comes at the end of the match and wins Money in the Bank. Then, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to pick Io Shirai. Io should take this, and in my opinion, what's best for Shayna is a rematch where she loses and moving up to the main roster feuding with Becky Lynch. I think a Shayna-Becky program is exactly what both of these two need to stay fresh during the late summer and going into the fall. So, I've spoken my piece. I am picking Io Shirai, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this goes. Because obviously Shayna has her friends, Jessamyn Dukes and Marina Shafir, but it looks like Io has found a friend in Candice LeRae, and hopefully Mia Yim if she decides to come out. Because she beat Bianca Belair this week's show. Give her props. Give her props. Now it's time to talk about the main event. A match I am certainly looking forward to, but I was hoping for a little more oomph. It's Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano 2. A singles, normal, regular as you can get match, but with two of the greatest NXT stars of all time. Why, do you ask, am I disappointed? I was honestly hoping if they were going to do a rematch, it would be an Iron Man match. Ooh. We just did 2 out of 3. I feel like we should have kept the trend going. But maybe it's the smartest idea to just have it a 1 fall and back up Adam Cole's point. I beat you in the first fall. What if that was a regular match, Johnny? But it wasn't. It wasn't. It was 2 out of 3, and you tapped out to Johnny 2 times after that. So boo-hoo. That's why I'm picking Johnny Gargano for this match. As much as we all want to see Adam Cole get that push, I am a firm believer in Johnny Gargano, and also I just don't see Cole quite getting it. It'll be close, but Johnny's not going to lose it yet, is he? I know face championship runs don't usually last long in NXT anymore, especially when it comes to the world title. But, no, this is not the time for Johnny to lose the title. It's time for Adam Cole to lose, hopefully without any interference. And we see where it goes. Who gets kicked out? Does the group finally escalate? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bit bland with these predictions just because this is one show where I just want to shut up and watch what happens. Yep. It'll be fun, all right. It'll be fun. But thank you all for watching and listening and following me once again for another round of predictions for NXT TakeOver. Thank you all. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you all think is going to be going down this Saturday night for NXT TakeOver 25. Let me know what you are most looking forward to. I cannot wait to discuss the results and review it with you all the following Sunday. And again, catch me next week. I will be doing my predictions video for the Super Showdown, most likely... Ooh, maybe Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all Sunday for my results and review video, and keep yourselves real. Mwah.